to the Moody Muse Tarot. I am the Moody Muse. My name is Shayla. If this is your first time viewing this channel, thank you so much for checking my channel out, and I hope that you hear something that you need to at this point in time. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. Since I haven't posted since May. I really appreciate you guys for returning. If you hear something that resonates with you, if you enjoy this message, it's relatable, then please like, comment, share, subscribe, something, you know, to help support the channel, support me, and also to engage with me with your energy. Okay, so if you're new, you won't know this, but if you're a returning viewer, I feel like I got some splaining to do. Okay, I'm in a new place. A lot has happened since May. I've gone through several challenges that have helped me to evolve and to be wiser, pretty much. My readings have changed drastically. My approach, the way I explain things, you know, my entire energy has shifted, okay, for the better. I realized that I had to be in a place of certain peace within myself to be able to deliver you guys consistent and clear messages. So I took a step back, and now I'm here randomly. I've been pressured by you know, people around me, and also by my guides, to really put this talent to use. You know, I just been using it for myself, and that's just not fair. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. This is a what you need to know most reading. Okay, before I was trying to be all structured and do everything for every sign every month and address astrology and all of this good stuff, but it proved to be way too much, and so I'm deciding to change my approach. So it's going to be mostly general messages. I might do things that are more specific, but you know, we're just taking it a day at a time, a video at a time. So yeah, this message is general. It's just for whoever needs to see it. It's what you need to know most at this point in time. I've selected specific decks that I believe will give us the answers that we seek. I got some tea over here from my ancestors. They got my back supporting this reading, and I'm just gonna get into it. So I'm gonna start with this deck. Holy Spirit, holy angels, please be present. Please deliver a message to the collective for what they need to know. What do they need to know most at this point in time? Holy Spirit, holy angels, please be present for this reading. What does the collective need to know most right now? We got the first card. What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? That is so on point, seeing as how it's the Libra new moon, or new moon, yep, Libra new moon, Libra season. Relationships are major themes right now for some of us, and justice and balance, and sometimes it's necessary to strengthen boundaries so people could come correct, basically. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? Also, just because I know, I have come to understand that what's going on in my life is definitely a reflection of what's going on with other spiritually enlightened individuals. You know, we're all going through the same things at the same time. So it's about believing in your dreams, believing in yourself. Okay, so we're trying to it's not even about manifesting anymore. For those of us who are at this point in our journey, it's not about manifestation. It's about taking the action now. You know, a lot of us have plans. A lot of us have hopes and have set things in place, but we're not necessarily pursuing it for whatever reason. So that's just kind of what I'm getting. I'm gonna pull one more before I go into depth of these cards and read the back. All right, am I focused on what am I losing or gaining? Yet another major theme with it being Libra season and this new moon. A lot of things, retrograde, all that. A lot of things are falling off, crumbling. And I feel like there needs to be a shift in perspective right about now. That's what should be happening right now. How you're perceiving the things that are falling off. When something falls out, it just wasn't meant for you. Okay. Are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. So a lot of us in the collective right now are experiencing a lot of endings, but endings are new beginnings. Okay, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart, take a breath, and deepen into trust. Amazing things are happening. So I don't know, I really honestly feel like there are so many messages being thrown at me right now. I'm trying to focus. But you know, I haven't been in the collective energy in a while. I'll say that. But anyways, so you know, if you focus on what you're losing, I feel like a lot of us are experiencing a lot of blocks right now because we're needing to change our perspective on not what we're losing, what you're gaining. You have to understand the lesson, not just go through the lesson. You have to understand what it's about to actually learn it, if that makes sense. Okay, you can't just go through it and then, you know, when it comes back around, like it will, are you gonna handle it gracefully by focusing on what you may gain? Or are you going to be a glass half empty person? Okay. Are you going to be able to appreciate God removing something from your life, the divine removing something, some person, some situation out of your life? You know, if something falls out, it just wasn't meant for you. It whether it's at that time or whatever, it's just not meant to be. Okay. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? Burn with desire. There's power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. So, yeah. And, you know, honestly, I found myself getting wrapped up in the bigger picture, forgetting about the day to day. Okay. I'm not sure why I said that. But it's something about like when you're trying to get on your soul's path, when you're trying to find something that works for you, sometimes it's hard because sometimes we want things based on society, on societal pressures, on pressures from our family, you know, social media, to make a certain amount, to be a certain type of person, to present yourself in a certain type of way. But just remember that as long as you're pursuing something that makes you happy, then you're doing just fine, and the rest will, you know, the rest will just unfold in front of you when you start pursuing the things that actually bring you joy, that bring other people joy, not the things that are bringing you pain. Okay, again, what are you focused on? What you're losing or what you're gaining? What you're losing, you can't lose anything that's actually meant for you. Okay, let's just put that out there. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? It's about what are we left with after this retrograde, after this season. You've set boundaries. A lot of us going through breakups right now, cutting people off because it's just not in alignment. Okay, it's about aligning your mind, okay, aligning your actions, and then setting those boundaries, because once you set boundaries, if someone is not for you genuinely, once you set those boundaries, they're gonna dip, they're gonna fall off. It's not gonna be good for them. What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings, and believe we are worthy of them. In your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. Okay, and that was a major lesson that I went through with all these months that I've been gone, was just my solidarity, understanding. I've been alone a lot, you know, but they say isolation or separation before elevation. Like when you are ascending, sometimes God will have you take a step back, will have you in this space where you might, you know, want to think, hey, I'm lonely, Okay, but lonely, it's not lonely. You're alone for a reason. You're being isolated for a reason. And so you can get more in tune with yourself. You can't create healthy boundaries unless you are doing what you desire. Okay. Yeah, so with these boundaries being set, and people falling off away from you, you get that clarity about what you really want so that you can chase it, so that you can go for it. A lot of y'all are chasing what y'all lost. You don't chase, you attract. If you're chasing something, that means it's running away from you. Okay? Why would you want something that's running away, that you have to chase? Okay? So don't chase the bag, attract the bag. Don't chase the man, attract the man or the woman or whatever. But yeah, so a lot of us are isolated at this point in time, but we need to use that time to get to know ourselves so that we can set these boundaries, so that we can decide what it is that we truly desire, where we need to place our focus. But I'll tell you right now, it ain't on what you lost. That should never be your focus. What fell off, what left, what was destroyed. That should never be your focus. Okay. So yeah, so right now the collective is going through a lot of changes right now, a lot of losses. Okay, but it's opening the door for what you're actually meant for. And now it's up to you, now that these things have fallen off. All right, what are you going to do? Be sad about what you lost, or are you going to think about the possibilities? Okay, and a lot of y'all are in this energy right now that are needing to place those boundaries so you can see if a person is really for you or not. Okay, so this is the African Black Dove Oracle. I love these messages. I will have to read from the book for some, you know, because it's a specific form of divination with these cards that I'm learning, but we mostly just use them as oracle. Okay, Holy Spirit, Holy Angel, what does the collective need to know most right now? All right, we have defense. I pulled that for myself. I like to pull these in twos for some reason. I don't know why, but they seem to read that way. But right, defense. Defense is about standing up for what you know is right for you. Okay, so again, transformation, yes. Okay, so like I said, we're all going through a lot of different changes, and it's meant to help us evolve. Setting these boundaries so that, well, as you're setting these boundaries, okay, it becomes more clear about what's for you and what is not for you. When you're standing in your truth, standing in your power, doing what is best for you, that's when the transformation begins. That's when you're going to start seeing things move where you may have felt like things were stagnant. You know, a lot of us, in my solitude, I felt like it was stagnation before I realized that it was meant to be purposeful. I was just being stagnant. Okay, submission is at the bottom of the deck. Gratitude. To get through this, you need to, this is the cards that are black like this. They're oh, you can't even see it. The cards that are black like this, they're core issue cards. So being able to be grateful for what you have, expressing gratitude to those around you, those that are in your life right now. That's the challenge, because a lot of y'all just don't see it. I really do get it. You just don't see it. But I wish I could. I'm really trying to get this through to you guys, Steph. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is about our another core issue card. Like I said, these like to fall out in twos. I don't know. That's just how it go. But then right here we have death. Okay, gratitude. Why, as things are ending, okay, are you still able to maintain a grateful attitude? Are you willing to understand what this was all for? Give me two more. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Okay, because you're meant to be transforming. You're meant to be being different. So no more are the days. Contentment. So no more are the days where we live to satisfy other people. Getting out of that energy is hard. Getting out of that energy is very hard. But that seems like where we're at right now, where we're living for other people, learning to live our own lives. But it's lonely at first. Okay, it's lonely, but you get used to it. Now I am gonna read analysis. I don't read. I read, but I mean I don't read the tarot or oracle books unless I need to. I mostly act off intuition, but I do want to look up this analysis. So bear with me. It's a blue card, I think. Analysis. It's just feeling like we're being able to look at a situation from a higher perspective of understanding. Okay. Honestly review your intentions and motivations. Make sure you are clear about what they are. Again, this came out with contentment. Are you doing what makes you happy? You're stuck. A lot of those in the collective are stuck right now because you can't understand why you're losing everything, because you were in a lot of energies that held you back, but they were comfortable. Now it seems like the ground has been ripped from beneath us, and you're being guided, even though it can be kind of harsh, you know, the way the messages come through. Like when you're meant to do something or meant to transform or evolve into a certain way, if you're not doing it on your own, the divine will do it for you, because you know you're here, you signed a contract. You're here to do something. You need to get on that. Like check your intentions. Like, are your actions really based on what you want, what would make you happy? Is your sadness and wanting what has with this death card, it's about mourning death or mourning the loss of something. Take a look at that. Like, why are you upset? Why do you feel like life is just going downhill because you lost this? Okay, so we really need to analyze our intentions, our focus, the source of our misery with being, I keep wanting to say alone in solitude. I feel like a lot of us have found ourselves feeling alone at this point in time, but it's only because we're evolving. Remember, separation before elevation. It's almost like spirit is hiding you from all those negative energies you entertained. That's why it's falling off. You had a whole lot of negativity around you. You had a whole lot of distractions around you, and they're falling off. And that's really the challenge here, being grateful for that, being grateful for what has ended, you know, being grateful for the challenge so you can transform, stand in your truth. That's all they're trying to get you to do, is stand in your truth. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, a message from the Moonology deck. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does the collective need to know most right now? Bring love into the situation. Love is on your side. So we got Sagittarius, and Aquarius, Gemini, right here with the answers you need are coming. Okay, so yeah, a lot of us are in the dark. Okay, it's okay not to know. Okay, when you're following the divine, when you're being guided, you know, by your guides, by your ancestors or whatever, you don't know a lot. Is something I realize. There's a lot of things that you won't know. Okay, but what you can know is that luck is on your side. Everything that's happening here, okay, no matter how negative it feels, how shitty it feels, okay, luck is on your side, and it's all happening for your greater good. With the new moon in Sagittarius, that's all. Sagittarius is all about big ideas and the greater perspective. Try to see it differently. Bring love into the situation. self-love. Maybe a lot of you are being in the collective are being hard on yourselves right now for what you allowed, for feeling like you're not as far along as you wish you were. Okay, expect powerful change. You're going through changes, so be gentle with yourself. Okay, some of us are breaking cycles that have lasted for years. I know I am, and this shit had me down in the dumps, honey. I have not been feeling good, but my spirit has been strengthened, and that's what this is about. You will understand why all of this is happening very soon, and you'll be able to see the changes in your life very soon. So, I'm loving how the cards are just, validating each other. Okay, so I'm going to do animal messages next. Okay, what does the collective need to know most? How can our animal spirit guides be of assistance? Holy Spirit, holy angels. Oh, that was crazy. Holy Spirit, holy angels. What can our animal spirit guides help us with today? What do we need to know most right now? Let courage lead you to seek support and overcome a fear of intimacy. In a new relationship, passion offers the challenge of ecstasy and pain. Enjoy the sanctuary of solitude to regain self-esteem and tranquility. I'm feeling drawn to pull one more. Let's see what it is. Protect your heart from those who may cheat before they hurt you. Okay, so, all right, what I'm getting here, okay. Relationships right now for a lot of us, relationships are always vessels of change, of wisdom, ways to learn things, okay, and evolve your relationships with other people. Relationships right now, you have to be up for the challenge. Not saying that it's going to be challenging. Relationships shouldn't necessarily be challenging, but there are things that you can't heal unless you are in they can't be healed outside of the aspect of a relationship. So when you enter these relationships after being in this solitude, after being in something toxic, you'll find that there are new challenges, okay? But now you are in a healthy place and you can think about it in a healthy way, okay? So that's kind of what I'm getting with that Scorpion card. And then the Llama card, let courage lead you to seek support and overcome a fear of intimacy. So a lot of us, y'all in the collective, we, they, whoever, all of us, we have this fear of truly opening up to people, truly asking for support, truly wanting support. Maybe that's the challenge in these new relationships, realizing in your past relationships you never truly had intimacy, okay? So a lot of us might be dealing with the fear of intimacy. If you're trying to pursue relationships, you have to understand that that may be a challenge. I think I'm gonna clarify those, but anyways, with the Panda, again, like I said, enjoy your solitude. Enjoy the sanctuary of solitude to regain self-esteem and tranquility. If you're in this energy right now, peace, be still. Like, be still and get to know yourself and love on yourself, okay? Be at peace. Because you see what you see, you need to be at peace, because once you do get back out there and the relationships that are coming, new connections are on the way. I thought I stopped recording, but new connections are on the way, okay? So let's just get our minds right so we not missing out on something because we have a fear of intimacy, because we can't truly open up to somebody because we've been hurt. Okay, so take this time to get yourself right. Y'all trying to manifest lovers and soulmates and all that. Prepare for your man or your woman or whoever. Get your mind right. Know who you are. Be your own person. Have faith in yourself, okay? And you'll get that. And you only get that from within, okay? That true peace, that true being self-assured, okay? Okay, protect your heart from those who may cheat before they hurt you. The peacock is about showy relationships and people who flaunt. Okay, all that glitters is not gold, is what I heard when so a lot of, I'm just hearing this message, a lot of things that people lost. You're thinking, you know, you can't, it was good because you gained certain things. Like maybe they gave you things, or you know, they gave you things in the material. Okay, it looked real good on the outside. Maybe y'all was just one of those couples that looked good online but were unhappy in the home. I'm hearing that too. Protect yourself from those people who want to put on, is what I'm getting. Okay, I'm not gonna clarify anything because I feel like I did enough of that intuitively. Okay, so I mean, those relationships are coming, but you really need to be aware that a lot of people, you know, they'll talk a big game, okay, and not mean shit, and they ain't got shit going. They can prove it. Okay, just because something look good, that don't mean it is good. So, you know, as we're in this solitude, put it to good use. Get to know yourself. Be confident in yourself. Be secure in yourself, so that when you do meet these challenges in these relationships with the Scorpion card and this Llama card, you know, you'll be able to be open to receive that intimacy, and you'll also be up for the challenge of it. Because trust me, if you would manifest in a divine life partner, you're gonna have to turn a lot of shit down. And if you haven't been in this panda energy and you have that self-esteem and that tranquility and that inner peace, if a karmic or a toxic individual comes through, what's going to turn you away? If you don't even have inner peace, you won't be able to recognize when something is toxic. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Use this solitude to really get stable and know who you are. Be self-assured, so when these relationships do come in and you get these, it's not gonna get you down. It's not gonna have you so discouraged. You're gonna understand. Okay, I love this deck. It's called the Soul's Journey deck. What does the collective need to know about their soul's journey? The universe. You contain the entire universe encoded within you. So 2 references to the universe, the divine. Polish your mirror for perfect clarity. And I'm going to draw one more. Maybe one more. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Synchronicity is a love letter from the universe across time and space. So the divine is really, really showing themselves to the collective right about now, and it ain't how we expected it. Okay, but it's time for you to take your place as a divine being. That's really what I'm getting. I'm gonna read 36, if I can find my book right quick. I'm gonna read 36 just because I feel drawn to. I haven't pulled that card, I don't think. Yes, you're a proud card-carrying member of the Galactic Library of Infinite Records and Deeds. You contain all the information of the universe encoded within you and ready to be checked out anytime without any pesky overdue fees. Our galactic emergence and ascension were predicted by so many cultures and mythologies. This is the time, and you are the one you have been waiting for. It starts with one. You, the entire universe is holographic. What you do to evolve yourself evolves the cosmic story, so it can be recorded in the stacks and folios of the future. What choice would you want to make now, knowing the ripples of impact you'll have? So yes, this is about understanding your place, that you have a divine place in the universe, in this dimension, and it's time for you to understand that, you know, the universe is really calling out to you. He wants to understand that he wants you to understand that, or they, I'm sorry, whatever. I don't get caught up on pronouns, but Spirit is definitely wanting you to take a really good look at yourself right now. Polish your mirror for perfect clarity. This card talks about knowing that, both these cards really, knowing that whatever is around you is a projection of yourself. Again, setting boundaries with this card. Okay, whatever you're surrounded by is a projection of what's going on within you. So to correct what's going on outside of you, it starts with self, and it fell right on the Panda card. Enjoy the sanctuary of solitude to regain self-esteem and tranquility, knowing who you are. Okay? It starts with yourself, and that's why when everything has been ripped from you, all you have left is yourself. Because it starts with you. You have to fix yourself before you take your divine place, before you're acting as a divine being, okay? Synchronicity is a love letter from the universe across time and space. So think about the synchronicities in your life. Like, think about the things that are happening that have major themes going on in your life right now. You will find them if you just look, okay? And these are messages from the divine, helping you along this path, okay? So you're really being urged to really try and understand the bigger picture here. You don't know everything. We saw that with the Gemini coming out with your answers, you know, the answers you seek are coming, or whatever it said. Okay, you just be still. Just be still, guys, and heal. Enjoy this solitude, okay? So this is the last seg. It's the energy oracle cards. I'm not doing tarot. I might clarify with tarot in a moment, but it just depends. But anyway, we've got a very good message. You know, the point has been made. Holy Spirit, holy angels, what is on the way to the collective? What's next? What's coming towards them based on their current energy? What's coming towards them based on their current energy? What's coming towards the collective? Door to spirit and action. I love these cards. Like, you can't make this stuff up, okay? Spirit is calling to you to take action. You're on the right path, but your actions in the physical, which is the black, and the white represents the spiritual. You have to increase your efforts. It's hard. It don't get easier, okay? You get stronger and wiser, okay? Whew. A man holding a heart at the bottom of the deck, but we're gonna ignore that because this ain't got nothing to do with love. We see that right now. It might. Okay, so yeah, so you're being encouraged to take action, more focused action, more intentional action. Spirit is opening the door for, well, the divine is opening the door for your spiritual evolution right now. So walk through it. Focus on what you could gain and not what you have lost, because whatever you lost was meant to fall off. Angel of Balance. I'm going to read that one just because I know there's a specific message in there that I really like, but I can't remember right now. I'm going to post two more just because my phone's about to die and I really want to complete this message. I'm going to do better. But I'm going to put it right here so you can see it. So with the garden and the gate, it's like some of us, not all of us, but some of us are in situations where we're content. You know, where you're in the garden, it's beautiful, but you're also looking at the horizon. Like, what's to come? Should I, you know, shake things up? Should I keep with the status quo? You know, because it's working for me. But there's something more. Goddess of the Moon. I'm going to have to read that one too. Okay, and then the Sun, clarity, harmony, happiness. So good things are coming, even though it does not presently. It seems like a lot of you guys are kind of needing, there's a shift happening in your perspective. You were in a dark place. I feel like you're getting out of that, okay, because you're understanding what it was all for, and you're taking advantage of the opportunities that the divine have left you with. Even if it is just yourself, you feel like you have nothing but you left. That's all you need. Okay, so let me read Angel of Balance. That's number 48. I don't want this to cut off. I'm so sorry if it does. I'm gonna post it anyway because I really definitely enjoyed this message. Being centered and self-honoring in your choices. This loving presence holds a pitcher of liquid light in front of the pyramids, blah, blah, blah. Remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her intention into your heart center. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction, and the angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. Exactly. Okay? While things aren't going as you envisioned them, as you expected, are you able to still choose maybe not what is giving you immediate satisfaction, but what is best for you with this angel of balance? Okay, you're being encouraged to choose what's best for you, even though it's hard. Okay, even though things might be all right with this garden and the gate energy, but something deep within you knows that you're meant to be doing something else. Okay, follow that. That's God. The divine wants you to explore right at this point in time. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting. Angel of balance, choosing, being graceful, and when you're having to make these tough decisions, are you able to choose what's best for you so you can get the sun outcome, the most enlightening, the most harmonious outcome. Okay, and let's read Goddess of the Moon, and then we're gonna close up the reading. Intuition, going within. This card shows an eternal spirit holding the bright reflective moon and standing in front of the crystal clear waters of a sparkling waterfall. Her arms are stretched. It's about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. That's important. Insight from your soul's point of view, not your human point of view. Again, with that Sagittarius energy. Okay, having wisdom to see the bigger picture even if you don't understand. Okay, using your intuition to guide you. Okay, you could get the urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you've avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. Or you might have an idea for a great invention, a stock investment, or a spellbinding novel. This card could also indicate a significant blossoming of psychic ability and mediumship. Okay, if you're in my collective, if this is resonating for you, if you are like me, if I'm meant to be guiding you, then you are a healer. You are someone who is very intuitive and psychic, and yeah, so this card is for y'all. Okay, they're really trying to get you to tap into that energy. Okay, and it's hard. It is hard, but the clarity that you receive when you finally truly tap into your intuition and are allowing yourself to be led out of the gate, out of what is keeping you bound, you're in this sun energy. Okay, so I just want to encourage you guys to keep choosing what is best for you, regardless of how hard it is. Okay, be cautious of things that look good and nothing else. Okay, you got to make sure people can back up their big talk. Okay, the divine is encouraging you to double your efforts, even though you might feel worn out. You might feel like, oh God, there's so many things I've had to cut off. There's so many people that I've lost, this and that. Okay, don't look at it that way. Don't look at what you're losing. Look at what you have to gain. What you have left is what you need, and it starts with yourself. Okay, you guys, if that resonated with you, please don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, do something, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.